Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Triple Libra Tarot. Today I was really feeling called to do a reading on the Divine Feminine for the full moon in Pisces that's coming up, and depending on where you're at, in a day or two. So whenever you're watching this, I'm going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine. We're going to look at, what kind of things are being brought up right now, what kind of wounds, what kind of shadow work you need to do, what things you need to let go of, and what things are coming in this next lunar cycle for you. Now, if you're a Divine Feminine, there could be some things come up about your twin flame, but I'm not going to make that the main focus of right now. It's more or less, your own personal healing and reflecting your journey, just the sort of things that you would really focus on during this moon time. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna start with my last unicorn tarot. I love this thing so much. I think there might be a typo right there. No. Okay, that's just the lettering. Anyways, I'm gonna start with that. I don't know if you've ever seen The Last Unicorn, but that is an OG classic from childhood for me. And like I said, I love this deck so much. They're so beautiful. So, what did I say? Let's look at where you are in your healing journey right now. So where is the Divine Feminine in their healing journey right now? I might say her. If I do, forgive me if you're not a her. That's just, how I channel sometimes. Whatever resonates. You are not obliged to take whatever doesn't resonate with you. That's all I'm saying. But where was I? Oh. Where is the Divine Feminine in her healing journey right now? It's a collective reading too. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's for the collective. So, there's a lot of Divine Feminines. Now, what do you think? Should I shuffle it one more time? Yeah, one more time. Okay. Where is the Divine Feminine on her healing journey right now? Okay, Queen of Wands, you go. Nice. That was definitely like a Divine Feminine energy, I would say, aside from the Empress. Frick. Ooh, the Sun. Okay. Page of Wands. Jesus Christ. You guys a fire sign or what? Getting like all this fire. Okay. Where is the Divine Feminine on her healing journey right now? Page of Coins. Interesting. Where's she at on her healing journey right now? Six of Wands. Oh, okay. Wow. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. That's all I have to say. Just keep doing it. Knight of Coins. Okay. Judgment. Okay, so the Judgment and the Hierophant. Okay, so all together, I know it's hard to see the cards. It's kind of a messed up situation here. Let's go back. Doesn't help that this lady is in the way. Okay, so like I said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You just have like this super magnetic, attractive energy right now. It's almost like you have kicked all the people who are not serving you to the curb. Like all the people that were just giving you like this little itty bitty offer, and they're just like, you know. Like for an example, breadcrumbing. We don't like breadcrumbing, okay? You better come in with the full thing, the full cake, or you better get out of here. So I think that's where you're at on your healing journey right now. I think you were probably pretty happy with where you're at. If you're not, I think that there's something really, really good coming into your life. The Six of Wands, you got some victory. Whatever you're trying to work towards, I think is definitely working out for you. And this is in terms of healing, so I think you have successfully healed yourself a lot. And I think you are able to experience this joy more fully. With the Page of Wands, I think you just have like this newfound sparks of inspiration when it comes to your life purpose. Like for an example, with me, I had this spark of inspiration and information the other day that I wanted to become a life coach. So I'm working towards that, and I'm learning new things, and you know, that whole thing. So I think you're feeling really inspired and joyful and like super sexy and magnetic. And people have noticed for sure. I know this isn't about that necessarily, but I think people have noticed. With the Knight of Coins, I think that maybe this success, if it hasn't happened already, could be a little bit more of a journey, like a slower journey, but nonetheless, you will get there. If you're not already there, you will get there. With Judgment and the Hierophant. It's giving me this energy of like, so with conditioning, you know, like religion and how your job should go, like how your career should go in your life, you know, just conditioning, how your relationship should go, like you should go and get married at 25 and then be a stay-at-home mom. And I mean, if that's your thing, that's fine. But my point is I feel like you're really looking at these things that you were conditioned to believe growing up, and you're changing your story. Like for an example, if you decided that you instead wanted to be a woman who, well, you could be anyone, but regardless, you decided that you wanted to travel the world and study and really work on yourself rather than getting married and have kids, I think that would be an example of these two right here. So you're kind of going against the grain in some ways to be your authentic self. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. It can be a little bit difficult. It could be a slow process to really get yourself back on your feet if you're leaving something behind that was very traditional. But I think nonetheless that you will be happy if you're not there already. So put that up. Okay then. Okay, so I got a little interrupted, but that's all right. I'm gonna use my Tarot Sexual Magic. Obviously, not all of them I can put up there for you to see, so I'm sorry about that. But so let's get into what kind of wounds are coming up at this time. What things need to be worked on with shadow work, anything like that. So what kind of wounds are coming up for the Divine Feminines at this time? What wounds are coming up for the Divine Feminine this time? Oh man. I think I drank my water too fast. Divine Feminine at this time. What kind of wounds? Shaken bacon. I'm gonna shuffle it one more time. I hope nobody walks in again. Okay, what kind of wounds are coming up for the Divine Feminine? Ooh, okay, death. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, she's a little, hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. I mean, kind of see her nip or whatever, but anyways, what kind of wounds are coming up for the Divine Feminine at this time? I almost forgot to look at the card before I put it down to make sure it wasn't too inappropriate for YouTube. What the heck? Oh. Okay, the Eight of Swords. That one I'm gonna flip over. She's naked. She's naked. Okay, what kind of wounds are being brought up for the Divine Feminine? Seven of Wands. I think that's alright, right? It's not too bad. Hermit. Flip that one over. The Hierophant again. Flip that one over just because you can kind of see her butt. Okay, I was trying to avoid that one. It's the Six of Wands. I didn't take it at first, and it was like, no, you're gonna take it. Okay. Whoa! That one just flew. Okay, Eight of Cups. Oh my god, that one just flew too. And the Lovers. She got her boobies out, so we're gonna flip that one over. That's like 90% of this deck, but I love it so much. Okay, now if I can just remember what the ones I flipped over were. Okay, so Death, Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords. Don't look. Good peek. Eight of Swords. I already forgot, damn it. Eight of Swords, the Hermit. The Hierophant. Six Wands. Oh, yeah, that was one. Eight of Cups and the Lovers. Okay, so all that aside, so whether you are really realizing it or not, there could be some like resistance to changing, transforming, walking away from something. Now I have the Lovers here. It could be a love situation that you're having problems walking away from. And that's alright, because I've been there too. With the Eight of Swords, there's something that is keeping you stuck, that's keeping you from walking away. Hey! Would you be quiet? Sorry, my cat's freaking out for some reason. Anyways, what's interesting is you got the Hermit and the Hierophant. See, what was that? No, it was Judgment and the Hierophant that you got in the last, where you were in your healing journey. So I definitely feel like right now is a very vital time for you to think about these things and reflect on the things that you need to let go of. Let me see if I can fix that. Reflect on the things that you need to let go of. Because I feel like it's potentially keeping you back from this Six of Wands. And like I said, that's completely alright. You know, it's a part of life to be afraid of change. And I just got that lyric in Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Said, I'm afraid of changing because I built my life around you. That is completely valid, okay? There could be some defensiveness with the Seven of Wands coming up. There could be like this need that you need to protect what you have right now. That you're afraid of changing these things because you're afraid that it won't go exactly how you imagined. But there's like this strong need to realize what is not serving you anymore, what you need to let go of, what is making you unhappy, what things are just not aligning with you right now. And with this moon, I would journal those things if you want to. If you're a person who likes to journal, you know, I would absolutely do that. Or you could do a cord cutting ritual. It does not have to be for a person. If you've ever done one before, you could do a cord cutting ritual just to release some of those things. You could maybe meditate on some of those things and really just look inward towards your intuition and your inner guidance, your higher self, and see where those things are leading you. Like, really think about how you would be if you kept those things into your life and you stayed in this stuck energy versus you took the risk and you were just unbelievably happy with where you have come, with the growth that's come with it. The thing about death, it's a scary energy to some because it means that you have to grow, you have to transform. And this is Scorpio energy too as well. So it's like, you know, maybe there's things, parts of yourself that you're not accepting with Scorpio. That could very be sexuality. Something, maybe you have wounds when it comes to your sexuality. You know, there could be this defensiveness where you have this fear of intimacy. Because if you see here, they're really close to each other. So that's what I think of. I think it's like this fear of intimacy. Like maybe you want love, but you're scared of getting close to someone because you have these attachment wounds from childhood. Like, for an example, if you have an anxious attachment, it's like you're afraid that these people are going to hurt you or they're going to leave you. You know, you have this abandonment wound. And anxious attachment style is like, why even get close? There's no point in getting close to someone if they're just going to leave and hurt me in the long run. So it's better if I just avoid them altogether. And disorganized is kind of like a combination of those two. It's not secure, in other words. The secure attachment style is what you want to go for. But there could be these wounds from childhood that are keeping you in this stuck state. It's like, it's not letting you go forward. It's like when you think about a haunted house, a ghost in a haunted house. It's like the ghost can't move forward until it has closure. Until those things are brought to light and the ghost can move on, go to the light. You know, that sort of thing. It's kind of like that. If you don't acknowledge the pain that you went through whenever you were a child, whatever you went through, it doesn't matter if it was neglect, abuse, emotional abuse, if you had a narcissistic parent, you know, if you're groomed, any of that terrible stuff that can happen to you as a child, even if it doesn't feel valid to you, it is valid. Like, if it was just maybe your parents made you cry it out. Okay, well, what does that tell you? That tells you that you're not safe. A baby doesn't understand that whenever you're left alone, that someone will come back. The baby depends solely on the caregiver, whoever it is. It could be your mother, your father, you know, just anyone that takes care of you. Babies by themselves will die. And though they don't have the same kind of intelligence and knowing as, you know, maybe a teenager, what they do know instinctively is that they will die without someone to take care of them. And this is the core of abandonment wounds. So I would really take a look at those things. The things in your childhood that made you feel alone, anxious, abandoned, rejected, any of those things. I would write those down and really let them come to light so that you can release yourself and transform so you can be successful in your healing. And that's not to say that you're not doing a great job already, because obviously with the last set of cards that we had, you are doing wonderful. If you have a little bit of imposter syndrome, you are doing great, okay? You are doing just fabulous. Keep doing what you're doing. It's okay if you don't heal super fast, and in fact, that's probably not advised. It takes some time to heal these things within you. And with this Pisces full moon, it's a great time to really reflect on these things. So, let's see, what did I say? What was next? Oh, yeah. Okay. Also, with the Hierophant as well, I would think about what kind of conditioning were you brought up with? And how does it serve you right now? Like, is it something that serves you? Is it something that you want to get rid of? And that sort of thing. I'm going to look at what is coming in for you. What good things are coming in for you during this next lunar cycle. Excuse me, ma'am. I need to shuffle. What good things are coming in for you? The Divine Feminine during this next lunar cycle. How will she heal and what kind of blessings will come up for her. What part does it have in her journey? Okay, for some reason, I just got that you need to connect with your spirit guides. Like, there's angels out there that really want to talk to you, so maybe meditate on that. If that's your sort of thing, if that's something that you believe in. If not, it could be anything from, like, you know, depending what you believe in. You know, for an example, if you are more religious and you do believe in God, it would be connecting with God and the angels and saints and Jesus and all that sort of thing. If that's your cup of tea, if it's not, you know, it's like connecting to your ancestors, connecting to your higher self, your inner child, your past lives. There's like this feeling of needing to connect to something deeper or higher than yourself, bigger than yourself. Whatever you believe in. It does not have to be God. It does not have to be, I don't know, nature, if you're not into that. Just whatever aligns with you. There's like this need to connect deeper. And I think that will really give you guidance on how to move forward with these wounds. So, what kind of things are coming into the Divine Feminine's life this next lunar cycle that are gonna be amazing and beautiful? Make us so, so happy. Okay, man, I need you to move over a little bit. There you go. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, bye. Okay, right off the bat, the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Ace of Cups. Whoa. The Queen of Cups. Ooh. I like it so far. Okay, what good things are coming into the Divine Feminine's life? Six of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Hi, you two. Sorry, my cats were trying to fight back there. Bad cat. Four of Cups. Whoa. Death again. Two of Swords. Alright. Alright. Interesting. That one just did a freaking somersault. Six of Swords. Oh, that one's a little messed up. I'm sorry about that. You probably can't even see. And the Ten of Pentacles. Wonderful. I'm going to move these up a little bit so you can see them. Okay, that's still not very good. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, wait, I need to get some more. I feel like I need more. Whoa. Six of Cups. Wonderful. Oh, yes, I love it. Look at that. It's like she's offering this cup to her inner child. That's so freaking sweet. Like, I don't know why that's making me emotional for some reason. I guess because of what we were talking about with the attachment wounds and stuff. Eight of Pentacles, okay. The Fool. And Knight of Wands. Okay. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about this. Okay. So right off the bat, the very first card that came out was the Ace of Cups. And that is wonderful. This does not have to be an external relationship, for an example. if you're meeting someone new or having, you know, a second chance with someone, it does not have to be that. More or less, I'm getting this feeling of self-love. Just, I was gonna say relentless. I don't know if that sounds really right. Unconditional self-love. It's like your heart is just overflowing with all this love for yourself. You have this compassion towards your inner child. And I really want to emphasize, like, how nice is it? How nice it is that this came out. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. I love that she is giving this cup to her inner child. It's like, it's giving me this energy of reparenting. You know, looking at these parts of yourself that are angry and hurt, and being the parent that you never had, basically. So for an example, if you were neglected, you give yourself the time and attention that you never got. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm getting this feeling of like self-mastery. It's like you're mastering your emotions. You are just doing your thing, like it's amazing. It's really amazing. And I see the Ten of Pentacles here, which is beautiful. There's like this new start, this new beginning coming on the horizon. Whether that is a new relationship with yourself or a new relationship with someone else, whatever it is going to be magical. And it's going to be very fulfilling with the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. I almost said Ten of Cups, which, I mean, hey, that could be it. It didn't come out necessarily, but that could be for someone. With the Six of Pentacles, it's like this equal give or take. The Six of Cups. Now, if this is a person external from yourself, the Six of Cups could be like a soulmate or someone from your past. But you have death again, which I think really, you are in like this major transformational phase of your life right now. And I think you are doing a wonderful job at letting these things go. So even though that you are sort of in like the stuck energy right now, that does not mean that's not going to change. You have the power to change this. And I think you will. With the Four of Cups here, I want to say that maybe, it says over it on her hoodie. So I think you're really over like, just like the treatment, what am I trying to say here? Like the people who treat you that is not reflective of your worth. So you are so worthy and you deserve love. You deserve all the love in the world. And if people are not treating you this way, I think you're like, well, get the hell out of my life then. Like, I am so much I'm so much more than what you are acting like I am. Does that make sense? It's like you're not taking shit. I'm trying not to cuss too much, but you're not taking shit. We'll just put it that way. You are over it. You are stepping into this powerful, loving, feminine energy. You are receiving and you are creating this life that you want, that you deserve. And it is amazing and magical. You are mastering your emotions. You're mastering manifestation. I don't know how I got that. But with the Knight of Wands, you are taking all of these things that you realize during this full moon. All the things that you purged and you looked at and you did your shadow work and you let go of, you are taking these things head on and you are transforming, because that's the kind of boss bitch you are, okay? You are going to be very, very happy this upcoming lunar cycle. I think you're going to be really happy. And you're doing a great job. Okay, I'm going to look at some guidance now. I'm going to use the romance angels. Like I said, we're not going to focus too much on the romance aspect of it right now. If it comes up, it comes up. But I don't know, I'm being called to use it, so let's just see what comes out. Let's just see what comes out. Oh, wow, okay. Past life relationship. I did not mean that at all. Yeah, so it could very well be that someone from your past, like a past life or from your past, is coming in. Take that as it resonates, because like I said, it could be more or less like this relationship that you're building with yourself, and you're really just developing the self-esteem, the self-compassion, the self-love. It could be that, or it could be an actual person that's coming into your life and giving you this beautiful love. Codependency, okay. Getting to know each other. Children. It's giving me more inner child healing. Trust. And express your love. So I'm still getting the same messages that I was about the inner child healing. So we're gonna take this card. We're gonna like mentally put this to the side right now, because like I said, it could be a past life relationship that's coming into your life, but I want to focus on this codependency card. So codependency is this fun little thing that happens when you have like an anxious attachment style. So you attach yourself to people who aren't good for you, even if you know there's like this fear of leaving. You're afraid that you're going to be by yourself. You're afraid that you're going to be alone. Which is not the case, by the way. So it could be that you have some issues with codependency that you need to work on. It could be that you have a particular person in your life right now that you have codependency issues with, and maybe that needs to be released. But regardless, it says right here, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this does not have to be like an actual relationship that you are having this codependency with. It could be anything from like alcohol, smoking, just, you know, whatever bad habits that you may have that aren't exactly the best for you. Now, of course, we are human, and if you have a crappy childhood, more than likely you're gonna have a few different bad habits. You know, it could be as simple as just like mindlessly scrolling through the internet for hours instead of actually doing what you need to be doing. So take that with a grain of salt. This is going to be however it resonates to your situation. But with getting to know each other, this could be this person, or it could be that you are really just getting to know yourself. Just Just really knowing what makes you tick, what things you like, what things you don't like, what your boundaries are, what the kind of things are that you're looking for in a person. If you are looking to attract love, now this could be, now this is a divine feminine reading. So it could be that you are maybe trying to attract your twin flame, you know, a union, or you could be at that point in your journey where you decided that you don't want your twin flame and you want to attract a soulmate instead. Whatever that is, I think you are really getting to know what it is exactly that you want, because you are manifesting this. Whatever you want, you are manifesting. And so I think that's also important to note as well, that you need to make sure that you aren't like living in this cycle of negative thinking or, you know, limiting beliefs. It's like really looking at your limiting beliefs and seeing how it's affecting your life. Just, you know, that the things that aren't helping you be the best you can be. And I think you're getting to know yourself very well. It could be also, like I said, getting to know this new person. If it's someone from your past, it's like you're learning things about them that you've never known before. Things that are, you know, you're just clicking. It's like that spark never went away. There's new things to learn. And children, like I said. Now, okay. This person from the past, if it is someone from your past and it's not a new person coming in that's like a past life relationship, it could be that you have children with this person, or it could also be, you know, re-emphasizing that need for inner child healing. And trust, I feel like you are in this wonderful energy right now of just trusting the universe and going with the flow and seeing where things go. And you're like surrendering to these wounds and these triggers, anything that's coming up to you. You are surrendering to these things. You're healing. You're trusting that things are going to work out exactly how they need to. Express your love. I'm still, once again, getting like a self-love kind of thing. It's like, you know, writing love letters to yourself and just really doing the things that you love to do. Things that make you just light up with joy. Things that make your inner child light up with joy. So, an example. Think about the things that you like to do whenever you were a child. So, myself, I was very creative. I was always singing and dancing and playing my guitar and creating art. I also like to rollerblade. I haven't done that in so many years. But these things that you like to do when you were a child, the things that are at the core of your personality, are the things that you need to be doing to really feel this love, like express this love towards yourself. To just make your inner child so freaking happy. To give this cup to your inner child. It's like doing these things that you love and the things that align you with your purpose. Yeah. Okay. I'm done with that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get a few of these angel cards. Let's see what comes out for you. Just some more guidance on this blue moon, Pisces blue moon, full moon, super moon. One more time. guardian angel, power and intention. I'm gonna get one more. Sacred plan. So yes, 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 yes. What's on the bottom? Take charge and action. Okay. Like I said before, I was getting this feeling that you need to connect to your spirit guides, and it could be that your guardian angel is trying to contact you. So if that's something that you resonate, definitely look into that. But there's just this feeling of like divine protection. So no matter what you do, no matter where you go in life, you will always have divine protection. So you'll always have like angels guiding you to lead you back on the path. If you maybe tend to stray, like I said, we're all human. The sways and pulls of life take us all sorts of places. But I think you are really just standing strong with your power, and you are intending, you are setting intentions for what you want to accomplish, and you're going for it. You have like this, though you are divine feminine, you have this masculine energy as well. It's like a balance between manifesting and trusting the universe, going with the flow, and then also taking action in the physical world, setting your intentions. It's this drive to get what you want to achieve with your personal healing. We're going to focus on just that. But it could be any part of your life. So like, for an example, career. You have a drive to really just get shit done, basically. And that's wonderful. That's a wonderful energy to be in. It's the best whenever masculine and feminine energy is balanced for you to be the most aligned, I've realized. But with Sacred Plan, there's definitely some things going on under the surface, whether you realize it or not. Like I said, there's this feeling of divine protection, but also like divine intervention, and you know, you're trusting the universe, flowing like water. You're going with the flow. You're doing great. But yeah, so I don't know why, but I'm like looking at this light and I'm thinking about someone who's just like taking all of their worries and just releasing it. Like it just flows into the flows into the night sky, I guess. So yeah, I think you're doing a wonderful job with that. But I'm gonna get some Sacred Self-Care Oracle cards, and then I think we're gonna finish this off. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it off with these Sacred Oracle, Sacred Self-Care Oracle. I feel like I've been talking so long, I can't even talk anymore. Rest. Make a meal. And I'm debating if I want to put that. I don't know, it's a little naughty. So, rest, make a meal, and pleasure. So there's this sort of hedonist feeling coming through. It's like really, you know, that divine feminine energy. It's all about sensuality and just really experiencing pleasure and joy, finding these things in everyday life. So for an example, you could make a delicious meal and you'd be just really connecting to all 5 senses. Just like smelling it, noticing how it feels in your mouth, how it tastes, how nourishing it makes you feel, how energized you are afterwards, with pleasure. That could also mean, you know, a little bit of self-pleasure. Just really knowing your body, getting connected to your body. Then also something that I've been personally looking into is how trauma is stored in the body. So it could be that maybe you're having trouble resting. Like, for example, you have trouble with sleep. Just really getting connected to your body, knowing what your body needs, and noticing where you feel pain and tension that could be pointing you in the direction towards what needs to be healed as well. So it's definitely, it's like this grounded, sensual energy. Something that you need to be doing at this present moment. This is a pretty card, but I am going to leave it turned over because it's got some naughty implications, but it is a beautiful card. But yeah, so if that's not it, if you're not having trouble with sleeping, then I think that you definitely need to rest. Like, if you are in this workaholic overdrive energy, which sometimes, you know, when you're in this masculine energy, you have there's a risk of burning yourself out because you have so much passion and drive to just get shit done, and you just go and go and go, and then you burn yourself out and you don't really feel like doing it anymore. Or at least that's how it goes with me usually. So if you were doing that, if that's your story, then you need to rest. That doesn't mean you have to sleep necessarily, but just make sure that you are taking frequent breaks and you are listening to your body. If you're hungry, then take a moment to eat a snack. If you feel like you need to take a shower, then go take a shower. It's okay. That project can wait. You know, it's not gonna hurt you. Just take a moment and just breathe. Like, just be connected and grounded and just breathe. Like, breathe deeply. I don't mean just, you know, automatic in and out, you know, autopilot breathing. I mean really deep belly breaths. It could be also pointing you towards meditation. Again, I think I've said that in this reading, is that you need to meditate. Maybe that was the last one. But regardless, if that's something that sounds like it resonates with you, you know, maybe you need to try some meditation. Meditation helps for identifying these things in you that maybe you've been suppressing a little bit. I like guided meditations myself because I find it hard for me to sit down and try to focus because my thoughts just go crazy whenever I lay down. But yeah, so if you are like me and you overthink a lot, guided meditation can definitely help. I think in this particular time, it is important to rest for this lunar cycle. Now, I know some women, if you are a woman, divine feminine, and you're having your period right now, it is definitely essential that you rest right now, because this moon time, and I'm not just talking about the full moon and lunar cycles and everything, you know, whenever you menstruate, it really calls you to retreat inward and look at all these things, and it requires you to rest. It is hard whenever you're on your period. It is hard to get a whole lot of things done because you're just so fatigued, and that's okay. If you are feeling, you know, maybe down, depressed, anxious, stressed, It's okay to just take some time out. You don't have to deal with that thing right away. It'll work itself out, I promise. But just really take care of yourself in this lunar cycle, this next lunar cycle. However, whenever you're seeing this, I'm recording a couple of days before the full moon, so whenever you're seeing this, just really take care of yourself. Offer yourself this unconditional self-love. Listen to what your inner child needs. And I think I'm going to leave it off there. So, if you resonated with that, you feel like that's your story, I would so appreciate it if you subscribed, liked, left a comment. Let me know what parts resonated with you and what didn't. You know, all I ask is that you be respectful. There's just so many different people in this community. It's hard to please everyone. So, like I said, if you enjoyed it, subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do. If not, I'm fine. It's not going to affect me much, but I hope that this information helped you, because it was a lot. My mouth is like, my jaw feels like it's about to fall off. But regardless, I hope you have a wonderful day.